What up, party people? Thanks for coming today. I almost didn't want to be here today because I've had a massive headache and I felt super tired today and super unmotivated. I had a very restful day. Not a whole lot happened. I was able to journal. I talked to my mother. I hung out outside, apparently too long. I feel like I'm a little sunburnt. Um, And yeah, I realized how much motivation is not what keeps us going day to day. And that these videos I'm doing are building consistency. And it's super important to me to keep creating them. And that's why I'm happy that I've made this something that it's a goal. So I'm staying consistent with this goal. And whether my motivation is up, down, or non-existent, I'm going to keep creating these videos for myself. Hopefully, you join me on this journey and enjoy them as much as I enjoy making them. But regardless, today was a hard day to show up, even for myself. And there were a lot of shoulds today. A lot of I should do laundry. I should go to the store. I should take a walk on the beach. I should take a nap. I should do bookkeeping for all my last months, you know, personal finances and things like that. And the shoulds in my life, I feel, are kind of constant. I feel like I have these constant shoulds every day, every week. And it's it's making me realize that I don't need to judge them. They're not bad things. They're just my to-do list. And I need to build more consistency around my to-do list so that it doesn't turn into these shoulds and then I feel guilty that I didn't get them done. Instead, I need to turn them into I need to schedule them, I feel like, so that on these days where I'm super unmotivated, if it's a part of my schedule, I'll get it done. And since my schedule's been so kind of, it hasn't really been light necessarily. It's just been, I've just trying to, I've tried I've been trying to build a schedule with kind of a flow, like to match what my body's rhythm is and what my natural schedule is asking for, especially on these days where my body's asking for more rest. I don't want to have this rigid schedule that if I don't get to it, I feel like I've failed. I mean, the whole point of this year is to really check in with myself and my body and my own circadian rhythm and my own flow and just build my schedule around that flow. And with that said, what I was thinking today is I'm happy these videos are consistent. I want to keep those consistent. And I want to build an easy schedule so that I can stay consistent in a schedule as well. And I want to experiment with it this week. I'm gonna put all those shoulds into 1 hour blocks. So, for example, tomorrow I'm going to put my bookkeeping into a 1 hour block in the morning. I'm going to put laundry not into an hour or time block, but a day block. Like on this day, I'm going to do laundry. My store day is also going to be the day that I take out the trash. And I think that having a little more structure to my schedule and putting time limits on it. So, for example, if I want to do a reel for Instagram, giving myself like every day I have 1 hour to create one reel. And if I create two or three in that hour, awesome. But I only have 1 hour. And the goal is to do at least one reel in 1 hour. And if I don't even have the full reel done in that hour, then I stop. Because I think what I need to start programming my mind to do is that I spent an hour on this, or I spent 2 hours or 4 hours, whatever the thing is, but putting it into time blocks, I think is going to help my brain realize that I still did it. I still took an hour and worked on something, even if I didn't finish it. And not finishing it isn't a failure because the whole goal is to stay consistent and to do the thing, right? And I think this week is gonna be the the tester week. And I'm gonna build myself a schedule after this call and every day build little time blocks of things so that when I get to next Sunday, and I will report back next Sunday about this, hopefully when I get to next Sunday, I won't have this huge list of shoulds because they'll already be done. And not that I want to earn my rest. It's not about earning rest, but it's about giving myself a little more structure during the week so that when the weekend comes, I can take rest without any shoulds being on the docket. There'll be like one or two things I'll need to do over the weekend because like I said, I want to stay consistent with my videos and my walking. But other than that, it's all rest. It's all, or not even scheduling in, but making more space and more time for fun stuff, right? So I think this week is going to be great scheduling in and making only time blocks, not saying like, oh, on Tuesday I'll work on my books. And it's like, okay, I have all day to do it because I know myself. And I know one, if I put it in a time block, if I don't finish in that time block, I'm going to put it away and work on it the next day for 1 hour. Like I'm going to make time blocks for every day for certain things. And if I don't get them done, they just fall into the next day's time block. Because I know by the end of the week, I'll have it done. But if I say I'm going to work on my books on Tuesday, I know I'm going to procrastinate all day. Or I do this sometimes too. Or if I'm super motivated that day, I'll start them right away. It might take me 4 hours. It might take me an hour. It might take me 4 hours, but I'll get them done that day. But it relies on motivation. And if I don't have the motivation on Tuesday, then I know I'm going to procrastinate and I may or may not get my books done on Tuesday. I'm just using that as an example. So, yeah, this week, I think doing a little more structured schedule and putting everything in time blocks is going to, I think it's going to really change my week. And especially those days when I'm not motivated, or I have a headache, I can procrastinate it to the next day, but I have a time block for it for the next day. Or it might create more motivation because it's like, oh, I just need to do these two things in the morning for 2 hours and then like I'm good until this daily video and my walk. Easy peasy. Yeah. So we're gonna experiment with this. I'm excited. I think more structure in my day is going to be very, I think it's actually going to create more motivation because I'm going to start seeing the check marks on the to-do list and things going out of the to-do list, which will create for me more motivation because now I'm seeing progress and I'm seeing the to-do list get smaller and smaller, which will create more time and more space in my brain for other things, which then will create more motivation. At least that is my hope. So I will definitely keep checking in throughout the week and how my days are going with the structure and the schedule. And I'll also let you know how I'm feeling about it. Maybe giving myself more structure, more schedule might be super frustrating. It might take away a little bit of my flow and my creation, or it might add more space and time like I hope it will. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see how this experiment goes this week. Hope you had a good weekend. Bye.